I have here is a 80mm 5-circle shutter lock from China. It is the first lock that I've ever picked, so I figured it would make a good first video for my channel. So what we have here is a pretty hefty shutter lock. It's a solid steel construction with a very beefy shackle. It is not hardened as the stamping would suggest, but that is the least of this padlock's worries right here. It's got this Y1 type keyway. It resembles the Y1 keyway, but it's not really like that. There are plenty of companies in China that make keyways similar to this. Let's take this other Chinese padlock. Take a look at the keyway. It is very, very similar, but it's different at the same time. So you've got thousands of this type of keyway profile. It's very common in China. So padlock does work. It's got this nice spring-loaded bolt to it. Kind of like just fires itself out the side. It is key retaining, so when you pick it, you'll know because it'll stay that way and the bolt will fly out. Okay, so let's get started with picking it. So first, let's try raking it with a Peterson rake. Now, raking is actually the harder of the ways to open this lock. There are plenty of easier ways to open it. So, get the rake, put it in the lock. Oh, let's move this tension a little bit. There we go. It's open. Yeah, so that was raking. So if raking is not the easiest way to get into this lock, then what is? Well, let's take a look. Of course, actually, I think using keys is a little harder than picking a lock. So next we'll try rocking this lock with a hook, this Peterson hook. Stick the back of it in, kind of rock it back and forth. And it was open. It is open. There we go. That was that easy. Let's try that again, but this time with not a Peterson hook. It's this cheap Chinese pick. It's a little diamond, but we're not going to be using that. We just need the back of it. So it takes a little longer because it's a bit of a low quality pick, the Chinese picks. It's going to take a little while longer, but should be any moment now. Let's try this again. And there we go. Open. All right. Finally, let's use this. Let's use the Peterson City Rake to open it, which opens it even faster than rocking it sometimes. There we go. Open. So yeah, you'd use these locks on stores, so I'm not sure why anyone would want to use this lock on their store, because by dawn, all of the things in your store would be gone, maybe except for the lock, because, well, it's worthless in terms of security. So it's a pretty neat looking lock, but everything else is pretty shoddy on the inside. In my collection, this is probably the easiest lock to pick, barring, of course, this lock, which takes even less time than that lock to open. I'm sure many people have this lock, and it just takes about 2 seconds to open it. There we go, 2 seconds it is, and so it's not really a lock because you wouldn't use this anywhere. Apart from in China, you'd use this for a safety lockout padlock, but that's it. So that is it for my first video on lockpicking. This is the 5-circle lock, and that's it.